Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 3rd down gain of 19.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
52. Mike 52. Stay with your man. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
Off of play action, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen.
Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
From the 29, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
Hey, man. Watch my 59. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Pull. Mike 52.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it. Mike 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
58. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, check. Good job.
On first down, Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up the third down.
Got it. Space. 41 right here. 41
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down, Falcons.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Freeman. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
11. Check 55.
Ryan now to throw on third down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go.
Here's Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
54. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, son.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson looks to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Watson now, only one pass has hit the ground for him, 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
54. 59. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go.
Again, it's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second down and goal to go.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Alert, alert. 45's Mike. 45's ball. So don't say nothing. 45's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 45. Mike, 45. I'm here all day. Time to go.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Watson, open man, the tight end fails. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Yeah. You don't want none.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 29. Trying to get it that time to Stills. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ready. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Going up top, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Get the boys down, he's coming.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! Hey, South!
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Wait, Charlotte. 41's the mic. 41. Wait. 41. I'm going.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 39, Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 44. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenyon Barner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
24! 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, 59! Yeah. Mike's 5-4. Orbit. Mike's 5-4. Pick it up.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, yeah. I'm coming. Hey, watch out.
After the sack on first down, Watson now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Set. 19. 50. Hey, 24. Not today. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now it's Watson. But he's got the completion to Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
54 right there.
That's good for a Texans. First and 10 at the 9.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready, you ready?
Freeman again, a first down carry. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Houston, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.